Hey, it's Justin Potnier here on the Mixed Morning Grind. Joining me this morning is Kristin Greenwood, advertising manager for Fort Saskatchewan Ringette. Kristin, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Justin?
I'm doing great. How's your summer been?
It's been not too bad. It's been pretty scorching hot, so we're enjoying the sunshine and the beach, but looking forward to getting back into the rink.
That's right. Got to be on the ice. And let's talk a little bit about Fort Saskatchewan Ringette and kind of the background on the organization.
So Fort Saskatchewan Ringette's been around for over 50 years in town. It's youth ages 4 all the way up to 19 at a whole bunch of different levels and skill set. And really the goal is to get out on the ice and have fun and get out there with their friends and have a good time.
Did you play Ringette growing up?
I did not. Yeah, no, I did not play Ringette, but I had a whole bunch of friends that did. But I focused elsewhere. But I've got 2 girls that are currently registered in Ringette right now. I've got one that plays at the U12 level, and this will be her 5th year. And then my daughter is in her 2nd year.
So let's talk a little bit about those different levels. Since we have registration coming up, we'll talk about that in just a sec. But what are the different levels that are available to kids?
So they all divide up the levels based on even ages. So it's U10, U12, U14, U16, and then the top level is U19. So they make it a 3-year level. And then you have a skill set in there for U14 and up, which is A, B, and C, depending on what their skills are at and their abilities are at. And then at U10, they have introductory, which would be S1, that little intermediate, getting a little bit more competitive at S2, and then S3 is really when they get going to those games and they're fast. But then our introductory level is something that we call the Active Start program, which is ages 4, 5, and 6. And we call them the Active Start All-Stars, and they have a lot of fun out on the ice.
I'll bet they do. And so now if you want to get your kids involved with Fort Saskatchewan Ringette at that level or whichever, registration deadline is coming up real soon.
Yeah, so our registration blitz is on right now, and it goes until the 15th of July. And you can register online by going to Fort Saskatchewan Ringette, fortsaskringette.com.
Very cool. Now, also, the community is more than just the Ringette side of things. A lot of community involvement with Fort Saskatchewan Ringette.
Yeah, so we really focus on that community mindset on the ice as well as off the ice. So we do a lot with Kids Sport, Fort Saskatchewan, and really getting and being inclusive to everyone in different backgrounds to get that they have the ability to get out on the ice. So we do a lot of volunteering with there, as well as the Fort Saskatchewan Food Bank. So we've been able to utilize some programs to really give back to the food bank, especially with our Diamond Ring tournament, where we ask everyone to bring in as much food as a competition to really give back to our community.
So let's talk a little bit about that Diamond Ring tournament. How does that, when does that come up and how do you get involved?
Oh, so we're really looking forward to the Diamond Ring tournament this year. Of course, like most things with COVID, it did get pushed in 2020. So we're looking forward to coming back to that in 2021. And it's going to be the first weekend in December. So it's December 3rd to 5th. And it's an awesome opportunity for teams right across the province and even some from BC and Saskatchewan, depending on the year, to come out and participate and get to know their community and athletes from right across the province. And it's a great opportunity. We have council members and local celebrities that come out to really get involved and see what Ringette's all about.
Now, speaking about, Ringette itself, it's played on the ice just like hockey is. It's a different sport altogether.
It's a totally different sport. Yeah,
it definitely is. Do you find that there's a certain skill set or a certain person when it comes to, especially the youngsters, that it really meshes well with?
It's a really inclusive sport. I think that's the thing that is the really paramount for Ringette, is that it's inclusive of different abilities, different skill sets, different comfort levels. And it really works to build up that foundation, not only for the skills like skating and stick handling, but getting them used to a team sport, getting them used to, that different and new developmental age of being involved with other players. And, the fact of it is that it's all for fun. Like, that's really what the goal is to get kids out there, have fun, meet some people within the community, and develop some skills along the way. But really the paramount is the having fun.
Well, I guess that's a great part of it too, is that you see that with the families and with the athletes themselves, is they're kind of welcomed in pretty early on, aren't they?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's all a big community to help everyone out, and it's to get kids out on the ice. And it was a little bit different last year because of COVID and the restrictions behind it, but it worked really well to be able to get people out there, and everyone is there to help each other, and get kids out there. And sometimes the little guys, they're a little bit scared and a little bit frightened, but we do what we can to make sure everyone gets out there and has fun. And start of the year, we have kids that can barely stand on their skates and are the bob skate looking around, moving around the ice, and by the end of it, they're ripping around the ice and having a great old time. My two girls, they were sad when Ringette ended the way that it did, and they're really looking forward to getting out there, and I'm sure everyone is the same way.
Well, I guess that's got to be a huge thing, especially this season, is that you're coming back after COVID. You have this great community, this great sport that everybody loves to play. The excitement must be next level this year.
Oh, absolutely. And, registration numbers look really good right now. Everyone's really looking forward to coming back to the rink and get back to that normalcy. I think, right across the organization and, the community as a whole, everyone's looking forward to that normal. And that's what's normal, is getting back on the rink. So regardless of the age, regardless of ability, and regardless of how long they've been involved with it, the goal is to get out there and get back on the ice. And that's everyone is looking forward to that.
Definitely. Let's get that registration info one more time, Kristin.
Yeah, so you can register online. Just go to fortsaskringette.com. So Fort and Sask Ringette.com. And you'll just have to register using your RAMP account. If you do have any problems, you can contact the Fort Saskatchewan Minor Sports Association office, and Fran can give you a hand as well.
That's Kristin Greenwood, the advertising manager for Fort Saskatchewan Ringette. Kristin, thank you so much for hanging out today, and we wish you the best of luck this season.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Justin.